Purpose is not an outside aim. Purpose is an awakening of the deep self and soul. The purpose is hidden inside people, and it comes with making the deep self more conscious, or awakening to the essence of the soul. So the purpose is inside. Outside adventures can provoke it, but purpose is an inner thing that's connected to the depth of the self and soul. That's what I would say, first of all. So what we're looking for is hidden inside us. So lately I've been talking about initiations of the deep self. And it's kind of a new thing for me. Usually I'm about the soul and the soul's relationship to the spirit. But this idea of the tremendous uncertainty and the fear, and how that's causing people to latch on to ideologies, or latch on to belief systems, or political parties, or addictions, is a very real thing. So I've started to write about the initiation of the deep self, which is more of a psychological look at initiation, as opposed to an outward ritual process, but more of an inside the person's own psyche. And I think what's happened is people go through growing up and becoming looking like adults and everything, but they haven't had this initiatory awakening. And one way to understand it is that the ego, the limited version of ourselves, the persona, the little self, I like to call it, gets a notion that it's not the center of life, that there's a deeper self-center that actually knows something. The ego pretends it knows things, while underneath it's just boiling with fears and anxieties. And so in working with youth, we found that out, that we had to get young people to understand you already are someone inside. And I'm remembering how when we had young people that were really on the edge, both through psychically on the edge, but often recovering from drug experiences, near-death experiences. Sometimes we just have them lay on the ground on the earth in a protected space, and then we'd have them find a stone that's big enough that it takes two hands, and then put that on the belly or down by the hara, and lay on the earth and let the earth hold you and nourish you, and breathe down to that stone, which was just an exercise, but also it just got them to realize there's something solid inside. There's something I can breathe through in my own body. And of course, the stone fits right into alchemy, the philosopher's stone, the hidden gold, the hidden, gem inside the self. And I think people need that now, many people, as a psychological initiation. So when the next big disturbance comes, it's not trying to be handled by the little self, the little ego on its shaky throne. A person immediately starts to breathe down to the deep self. You can learn that at home. You can do that at home.